These things I see before me. Her name be Desiree. Her lipstick kissing me. I keep her next to me. For all I know is what she's showing. Grasp her destiny. A touch so heavily. In love with Desiree. These things I see before me. Her name be Desiree. Her lipstick kissing me. I keep her next to me.
What it do? This is Lil D of Blockkingz Entertainment, coming to you one more time with a video. The name of this video: Contrast, Dominate to Attract Viewers. Contrast, Dominate to Attract Viewers. Through news, blogs, video, and even music, contrasts are what dominate information to attract and to gain viewers. You could call it trash talk, you could call it commentary, which I'm going to give you a definition. You could call it the art of conversation. You could call it the art of dialogue. Whatever you call it, it's big business. Across all arenas, big and small, from word of mouth to social media, news feeds and music, contrasts dominate to attract viewers. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your continued support as we look into contrasts dominate to attract viewers. Now, to start off, commentary. Commentary is an expression of opinions, of offering explanations about an event or a situation. Kind of like taking real life and looking at it like a photo, looking at it like a video, and giving your expression, your 2 cents about what you just seen. The number one reason all rules apply is because broadcasting content is big business. And it's become very lucrative to take ideas and turn them into content or art and to bring it to the masses. Being compacted in any shape or form as content. Content that causes a conversation, content that causes an opinion, content that is there to inform or to demonstrate, and by any means, at the end of the day, to entertain. Broadcasting is and will always be big business. Now, as writers, publicists, directors, entertainers that live off creating content for a world to devour, there comes a need for creators to create content that consumers can interact with. I mean, think about it. Whatever gets people excited, whatever gets people pumped up, whatever gets people passionate is where the focus will be. And as creators, we feel that need to supply the world with exactly what it wants. Yeah, if good news gets people talking, good news is great. And by the same example, if bad news causes a reaction, then bad news is great too. It's still content. There is no right or wrong when it comes to conversation, as long as it gets its point across. Professionals know this, and they create the content accordingly. Because word of mouth is a form of promotion. Sharing is a form of promotion. Good promotion promotes itself. And once you let go of it, whatever it is that you done created, and you let go of it, it takes on a life of its own anyway, where reactions are reactions, and emotions are just that, emotions. There is no right or wrong when it comes to conversation, as long as it gets its point across. The reaction is what you're looking for. Why? Because reactions are contagious. You want to tell somebody about it. We all do it because we all think different through experience and through knowledge. And that's where contrasts come into play. It's always a conversation. The creation of content serves its purpose by giving the world something to look at, something to observe, content that gives people something to understand, content that gives people something to be aware of, content that gives people something to think about, content that gives people something to agree with, and content that gives people something to disagree with. Now, am I right or wrong? Love it or hate it, the interaction is what makes this whole thing work. As creators of content, as professionals, this is what we do. Now it becomes big business because it's promotion as well as content. Creators supply what the world interacts with. And if you agree with me, let me know your thoughts in the comments. On the same note, if you disagree with me, let me know your thoughts in the comments. There is no right or wrong when it comes to conversation, as long as it gets the point across. This content is for you to enjoy. At the end of the day, being whatever choice that you go with, it is what it is. Now, to take it a step further, when you add technology to what it is that you're doing, the numbers show not so much what's good or what's bad, but what caused the bigger or greater reaction. The good from the great. And based on that information is how creators move forward. The content gives you more of what you interact with. That's why you got the breaking stories. That's why you got the #1 albums. That's why you got the blockbuster movies. It's content created for the world to see, and it's content created for the world to interact with. Emotions and reactions are what gets you involved. And what gets you involved pretty much is more of what you're gonna see. It's more of what you're gonna bring about. This video is a different look, or it's giving you a new set of eyes to look through. Being on the outside looking in, instead of being on the inside looking out. Instead of being on the inside looking out, as creators, we are detached from what we create because we're on the outside looking in. It's a different level to the game. Now, the simple truth is, power is simply in what you create. What you do is you create content and you let the world decide. Because once you let it go, you have no control over the reaction. But you do have control over the process, your consistency, and seeing what moves the crowd. But even in the contrast, you're still getting your ideas across. Even if people disagree with what you're talking about, it still gets your idea across for people to agree with or disagree with. And at the end of the day, it's still doing what it does. In creating, you work through your uniqueness. But even in contrast, you're still getting your ideas across on what works better and applying that to get better at what you do. People gonna think what they gonna think, regardless of what you say or what you do. That really doesn't matter, because we're all seeing through a different set of eyes, and we're all seeing through different perspectives as well as different ways of seeing the world. People gonna think what people gonna think. Let's just be honest. Be it praise, be it admiration, be it content that creates fear, be it content that creates fantasy, be it content that creates curiosity, be it content that creates anger. It pretty much did what it did, and it's all a conversation. And contrast is dominant when it comes to creating content. You could call it trash talk, you could call it commentary, you could call it the art of conversation, you could call it the art of dialogue, whatever you call it. At the end of the day, it's big business. Contrasts dominate to attract viewers. This is Lil D of Blockkingz Entertainment. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, check out my other videos on my YouTube station, YouTube/999 Blockkingz. It's my YouTube station. If you enjoyed my videos, you'll also enjoy my independent releases. You can find them as well on cdbaby.com/all/Blockkingz. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your continued support. This is Lil D of Blockkingz Entertainment. Peace.
What it do, this Lil D of Blockkingz Entertainment, and I wanted to share an opportunity with you. Now, off the jump, I'm not trying to sell you a product. What I'm trying to do is show you a lifestyle of freedom where you could do what you want to do, when you want to do it, and how you want to do it. There's a difference. You choose what you want, and that comes from multiple revenue streams. You change the world by changing your thinking. And that's all I'm giving you. As an artist, all I do is create and promote. That's all I do. I create and I promote. And that's how I create and generate the lifestyle that I live. I make money online producing content on the internet. Multiple revenue streams make this possible. Why just be an artist? Become an entrepreneur and own your business. I make multiple streams of income for more time and freedom to do the things that I want to do, things I want to pursue in my life. Why just work, build, and own your own destiny? What I offer you is a means to do that. What I offer you is a means to do what I do and grow by replication. Or take the opportunity for what it applies to you and tweak it to your needs and satisfaction. Make it your situation. You hold all the keys. All I'm doing is just sitting this right before your very eyes. We have goals in place and show how to apply a revenue source, apply a marketing system, and then get the results that you want to create more revenue streams. Why just be an artist? Become an entrepreneur and own your business. We're thinking in long term, not short term. We're thinking about wealth and not rich. Subscribe to my YouTube station for more videos, 999 Blockkingz. Get more information on great opportunities by opting into our website, www.successwithblockkingz.com. Get more information on great opportunities by opting into www.successwithblockkingz.com. What we preach is stop working for life and start creating to create the life you want. Opt in now and see exactly what we're talking about. www.successwithblockkingz.com. We'll see you on the other side. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your continued support. Peace.
Off in the distance, off in the distance, off in the distance, distance. Off in the distance, off in the distance. We have a mind spinning grind, so we follow endeavor with enemies and keep a grip on the strategy. We have to highlight things bright, living our pleasure. We in the flipping money, keeping it clever. We out the east side, who ride, pay for the effort. Gotta make the family personally better. I'm bringing orders to the game, spelling capital letters. Bring on the